I joined the military, or to be more specific, the Royal Air Force in October the 11th, 1988.
I remember having Alex and coming home from the hospital. It was my first baby. I didn't really know what I was doing. Alexander's dad had to go back to work because he didn't get an awful lot of time off for having had his first child. So I was on my own in the house with a newborn, um, with no clue what I was doing. It was a really, really hard time. The first few months were really, really difficult.
As a kid growing up with a dad in the RAF, it was interesting. It wasn't like your average kid's childhood. We moved around a lot, so we didn't really have any roots planted anywhere. It was bizarre, but at the same time, you had a sense of security.
It's kind of hard for me to say because for me it was just my job, and that's kind of how things were for me. The kids themselves had to move around quite a lot, obviously, so it affected their school life, I would say. But at the same time, they got to see lots of different places, so maybe they're a bit more open to things. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. I mean, to be fair, if I could go back, I would do anyway, even if I didn't have kids or not, because it was just a way of life for me, and it was something that was really important to me.
In a way, I was happy that he decided to leave because it meant that we could potentially live where we wanted to live. We could potentially live in a house that we wanted to live in rather than in a married quarter. At the same time, there was a lot of, it felt, I don't know, a little scary because of the insecurities of finding work and keeping a job. And um, I felt like there was also a little bit more responsibility on me to, to get a good teaching job.
To this day, I quite often look back and think, did I make the right move? Because I'm definitely not the person that I used to be. In that I'm probably not quite as organised as I was, and I don't think I actually enjoy not being as organised as I was. And it's a big part of my life that I actually miss.
You could argue that my parents haven't adjusted, not just my dad, but my mum as well, haven't adjusted very well to life outside of the military. That whole mindset of moving every few years is still there, and they can't really shake it off very well. Me myself, I just want to settle down now and stop moving everywhere.